you are our inaugural Graduate Pathway interviewee. We are here at Graduate House in August 2014 in Melbourne. So I wanted to start by asking you where you're from.
Alright, well, I'm from Canada originally.
What part?
I'm from Calgary, Alberta. That's
Oh,
where
I've
I was
been
born.
there. Calgary Stampede.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And I grew up there. I did all of elementary school, but then we moved to the States because of my dad's job.
What does he do?
He's in IT, and he works for steel companies, which is pretty closely tied to oil. So first we moved to St. Louis for 5 years, and then we moved even further south to Texas, and I did my last 2 years of high school there.
Cultural differences?
Yeah, definitely.
What did you, even at a young age, you would have been picking that up in terms of accents and food, and music and...
Actually, my sister, because she was younger, had it worse because she was younger, so she kind of mixed up all the accents and came out sounding a little funny.
Yeah, I could tell that your accent was Canadian, but with a hint of something that was different. Yeah, fantastic. And then after that,
after that, I decided I wanted to go back to Canada.
Why?
So I missed it. I missed the culture and the scenery for sure. Texas is pretty flat, so I missed the mountains.
What part of the mountains? What's your favourite spot?
Rocky Mountains, Kananaskis area on the Alberta side.
Are you a skier?
Beautiful. I am.
Oh, downhill or cross country or both?
Downhill.
Yes.
Downhill for sure.
Okay. What type of skier are you?
But not very good.
But you can get down. You're obviously still alive without any injuries.
Yeah.
Good job. Now we go on to what you're doing here. You've come to Melbourne when and for what purpose?
Well, I came here at the end of January this year, and I'm here to do a Doctor of Physiotherapy.
Okay, what's that about? The coursework subjects and research subjects involved, or just coursework?
Just coursework. So there might be a little bit more research in third year. It's a 3-year program. So the first year is more your foundations, just getting your anatomy and your physiology together, and then going on to your clinical skills.
Sure.
So I'm in second term now, and it's a lot of clinical skills based. So we have lots of practical classes.
Okay.
More practical classes than lectures actually now.
Okay. You did an initial degree before coming here?
I did a Bachelor's of Kinesiology.
Oh, where at?
At the University of British Columbia.
Oh, okay. BC, yes. And how long was that? That was like a
4-year degree. So yeah, in Canada, actually all of North America, a 4-year bachelor's is pretty standard.
Okay. And then did you go in to do any work, professional work before you decided to come for the doctorate, or you thought, oh no, I'll go straight back in?
I had to actually, because the year difference.
Oh, of course.
The school starting.
That's right. Yeah, it finishes
starts
at
different.
mid-year.
Yeah, so I had about
start.
So I had about 6 months off before classes started. So I worked in a physio clinic for a little bit as a physio assistant.
Okay. What sort of, like musculoskeletal or?
More musculoskeletal.
Knees,
so
backs, ankles,
we actually had a lot of Canada Post employees. They were the clinic I worked at was closely tied with the Canada Post.
Okay.
And so it was a lot of chronic and overuse injuries. So a lot of the reaching up to file the letters and the walking all the time. So lots of knees and ankles, and it was good.
Interesting.
They're good people.
And you got a whiff of this Doctor of Physiotherapy. How did you find it, or what made you look to come to Melbourne? Of all places, it's the opposite side of the world, Julia.
I know. I wanted to go to a Commonwealth country because it's a bit easier to.
Oh yeah, obviously there's sort of exchange visas and
it's a little bit easier. English speaking is a definite plus.
Another criteria.
And I was really attracted by the program here at Melbourne. They're the first ones to do a Doctor of Physiotherapy and the rest of Australia is still doing a Master's, as well as Canada.
Okay.
But the States is switching over. But I wanted to go somewhere a bit more exotic, so here I am.
And what do you think of Melbourne? And you're at Melbourne Uni. Tell me a little bit about Melbourne and Melbourne Uni.
I love it. It's pretty similar to Vancouver, actually.
It is.
pretty laid back and good weather.
Yeah.
And it's good. I like it. Nice people.
Yes. And how are you finding the course? Hard, difficult, interesting, not what you thought or what you thought? Tell me a bit about the course.
It's good. It's a good level of challenging, interesting, very interesting. And yeah, lots of hands-on, the practical classes, which I really like.
Okay. And you're in Graduate House, that's where we are, in fact. Tell me about being a part of Graduate House, what you like, what you feel about being in this great college.
Yeah, well, I love it. It's great.
Good. Wonderful. Tell me about it.
Well, it's great because there's so many people here from all over the world studying all different things. And my favorite thing is just coming down to dinner and seeing all these people, talking to them, learning about what they're doing, how their day was, and how different it was from your day.
Exactly.
And yeah, so no matter how long you spent just alone in the library or studying in your room, you can always come down to dinner, and there's people there to talk to, and it's really nice.
That's fantastic. You'd be the only one doing the Doctor of Physiotherapy, I would imagine, in the whole of the college.
Mm-hmm, I am.
That's amazing. And so do you hang out, when you come for dinner, what are the other degrees that the other people are doing that you find a connection or an interest or
Well,
anything?
I do like comparing notes with my friend in med school.
Yeah.
Because early in undergrad I did have an interest in going to med school, but I kind of went the other way towards physiotherapy. So I like comparing notes with him and seeing what he's doing.
Yeah.
And
are you pleased that you've taken that direction?
I am, actually.
Yeah. And what are you going to do? You're going to stay in Melbourne now for the 3-year degree, so we'll go to what? So we're 214, 15, 16, end of 216. Well, then what? What are you going to do? Stay in Melbourne.
No idea.
Well, we want you to stay in Melbourne, of course, but what do you want to do?
Well, I don't even know if I want to be in a hospital or private practice or what yet. So, I don't know. Time will tell.
And then are you going more towards cardiorespiratory physio or neurological physio or musculoskeletal or pediatrics? What's the sort of where you feel that you have got more of an interest at the moment? Not sure yet.
I don't know. I kind of feel that in physiotherapy, everyone starts out wanting to be a musculoskeletal physio, and then you kind of branch out from there. But I also have experience working in a nursing home, so I really like the geriatric patients. So
we really need that as well.
Yeah, so that would probably be more your cardiorespiratory and your neurological physio. But I haven't been on clinical placement yet, so I'll have to wait and see.
Tell me a little bit about your new skill as a trivia hostess.
Oh, yes.
I'm very proud of you.
I thought it'd be good to have a little extra income while I'm here.
Fantastic.
So I found a job as a pub trivia host, and I do that once a week.
Okay.
And it's really nice. I just go out to the pub. I work for a company that said they make the quizzes and everything. They send that to me.
Oh, yes.
So I have everything
I
I need. It's called Quizmeisters Trivia.
Right. Tell them we gave them a plug. And so you just go from pub to pub, different pubs, or the same?
Well, I'm just at the one pub right now. I think once a week with my course load is
and
probably.
So if people want to come along and see you at trivia nights, which pub's that?
Yeah, it's the Grandview Hotel.
Okay.
Every Wednesday at 7:30.
Fantastic. All right. So after you leave here, you may or may not stay in Melbourne. But if you were to stay in Melbourne, what country would be your next destination? What do you think? Would you go to a country where you didn't speak English, maybe, and challenge yourself further there? Or do you think it would be more that you're going to establishing your practice and your career, perhaps back in Canada or America or something like that?
That's interesting. Right now, just saying things that I've always wanted to do. Back when I did have an interest in medicine, in high school actually I did a project on Doctors Without Borders. I was really interested in that, and I'm pretty sure they have a branch of sort of physio without borders. So I
have a
would
lot
like
of
to go
public health.
Yeah, more rural setting, just because you have to get so much more creative with your skills, and you don't have necessarily the supplies or the equipment that you would usually use, so you have to get really creative with the treatments you're giving, the exercises, you know, TheraBands, you take the elastic bands for granted, you might not have those, so you have to come up with something else.
Oh, that's fantastic. Or then, I mean, I suppose that means you could also work for the World Health Organization, or
like
UN, where they've got agencies around the world, so something like that as well might crop up. Fantastic. All right, well, I think it's just been an absolute pleasure to have this interview with you, and I look forward to seeing it uploaded. And thank you. You are our first. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.